So I'm a youngster. I'm like 16. I was like 16 when this happened. And yeah, facts, five papers, facts. So I'm like 16, right? I'm messing with this older female in the hood, right? She like she like 26, 27, right? You know, hey, whatever, call it what you want. Back in at my time, I was above my age group at all times. But dealing with her, whatever, right? So one of my older homies pull up on me one time out in public, right? Jump out. Now remember, at 16, I'm like 5'8", 5'9", like 160 soaking wet, right? But he pull up, hop out. Hey, come here, man. Let me holler at you. And I'm looking. He like 6'4", like almost 300 pounds. He's a chubby guy, but like football chubby, right? And he like, hey man, you was talking to Whoopty Whoop. Wolf Walker, what's happening, bro? He's like, you talking to Whoopty Whoop? I'm like, oh yeah, I was effing on her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What was happening? He's like, man, that's my baby mom. That got to do with me, man. That ain't my girl. He said, what? I said, what that got to do with me? And he fired on me, right? Facts. And he fired on me, right? Dropped me, right? Ooh. I had a 38. So I whip out. I'm on the ground, no lie, right? I shoot him in his leg, right? Bah! Hop up. Oh, you shot me? Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, whatever, man. You lucky I don't kill you, right? Big ass bully. And it's now, mind you, this dude is like 26 to 30 years old, too. I'm 16, right? So I get up. Now, 3 days later, I get a phone call from my uncle, who happens to be like my double OG in my neighborhood, right? Hey, where you at? Right. House? What's up? Hey, come over here. I'm like, all right, go over there. See like 4 or 5 cars parked out in front of his house. I'm like, I know some of these cars, right? And one of the cars is old boy car, right? So I'm like, I usually don't take no pistol in my uncle's house, but I'm like, let me bring this with me, man. So I grab a pistol. I go inside. I see cats just hanging out, chilling. Everybody know me. It's a bunch of the older homies from the hood. And I see old boy sitting on the couch, and he looking at me like mean, but he ain't getting up, right? Look, I'm like, what's up with blood? He like, I ain't got nothing to say to you, homie. Yeah, all right, whatever. I'm speaking to the OGs. What's happening, man? What's going on, OG? All right, all right, all right. Push in. My uncle like, let's sit down, man. I'm like, all right. Sit down. What's up, Unc? What's going on? He like, you shot dude in the leg? Like, yeah. But can I explain myself? Like, yeah, go ahead. We listening. I said, so like, bro, I was effing on his baby mom, but I didn't know it was his baby mom. I didn't know that. I don't rock with bro like that. I know him, but I don't rock with him like that. I don't know who he deal with and all that. He pull up on me at the spot. He asked me about her. I'm saying, hey, I'm just effing on her. I'm not dealing with her like that. And then he fire on me. Look how big. Come on, man. So I shot him. Yeah, I shot him in his leg. I could have shot him in his face. Uh, they're looking around. He looking at them. He like, bruh, that's a homie though. He from the hood. I'm like, I know that. And he above you. He an older homie to you. I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. So being an older homie to me, he shouldn't have put his hands on me, huh? If I was doing something wrong, he should have told me, hey man, no, that's my baby mom, bro. Hey, and let me know. And then when he let me know, okay. And then if I do it again, then obviously then the discipline should come into effect. And then my uncle's like, that makes sense. But from now on, for 6 months, you can't sell no work in the hood. I'm like, what? It's like for 6 months, you can't sell no work in the hood. Now look at him. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Is that an issue? Is that an issue? Because if it's an issue, say something right now. Nah, it ain't no issue. It ain't no issue. 6 months, right? So what's the date? So 6 months from today, I can. And then like, look, don't try no sneaky stuff. Have other people grinding for you. None of that. Don't do none of that. And I ain't even have it like that to have other people grinding for me. I'm like, all right, okay, man. I'm not gonna do nothing, man. I said, but I'm good to go outside the hood and do my thing, no, right? I can get money, right? He's like, yeah. You just can't sell nothing in the hood. That's your discipline. I'm like, all right, cool. Old boy got a year. See, I got 6 months. They gave old boy a year. You can't grind in the hood for a year. Now, my thing is this is like, people might think, okay, well, if you can't sell drugs in the hood, so what? You just go somewhere else and sell drugs. Now, you got to remember, in the late 80s in Del Paso Heights, man, I mean, in Sacramento, man, it wasn't so easy to just go any other neighborhood and just where they were buying drugs and be able to sell drugs. Like it could be bad for you, right? So luckily my mindset was different. But bruh, he was like, you don't have to go to the Bay or something. You ain't have to be able to go to nowhere else inside. And then that's even more dangerous, right? So I take my DP, right? 6 months, no selling drugs in the hood. So hold on 1 second. 6 months. So yeah, so it was 6 months. I'm like, all right, cool. So I take my DP. Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that story. But the point of me telling you that story is there was a respect level when we was young gang members. There was a respect level that if my older homie, whether he was my uncle or not, said something and said this is what it is, ain't nobody bigger than the core. Ain't no one person bigger than the whole core. Dirk Shannon, ain't nobody bigger than the core. So if a double OG homie from my hood tell me at 16, this is what it is, then this is just what it is. That's the kind of respect we had for our OGs in my days. That's the kind of respects we had for our G homies. Now, I'm not just talking about old people from our neighborhood. I'm talking about older homies that bang the same thing we bang before we was even banging it. Before it was even a blood hood, they was out here pushing Del Paso Heights. You understand what I'm saying? Before it was Del Paso Heights Bloods, and I got older homies that's Heights Hogs, like real Heights Hogs, and people from Sacramento know what I'm talking about. And when they say something back in them days, salute, Dirk, good looking out, bro. I appreciate that. We had real older homies, the Heights Hog homies, that if these cats wasn't Del Paso Heights Bloods, because it wasn't no Del Paso Heights Bloods back then. But if they was to tell me something at a young age, all right, okay, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. You know what I mean? There was a respect level. That respect type of situation ain't like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. Now you might respect certain people, but you're not respecting a cat that's an OG from your neighborhood just because he's an OG from your neighborhood. If you're 16 out here, an OG will probably get popped by a 16-year-old trying to tell a 16-year-old out there right now what to do. But my point is, on my 6 months, right? I was a smarter kid, right?